Hey, what's up everybody? We are back today with another Baldur's Gate 3 video. This time we're down in the Underdark talking about how to find the Mushroom Picker and more importantly, how to save him. Now, in this game, there are many brute force solutions to just about every problem. However, keeping with the spirit of Dungeons and Dragons, I wanted to present you a few more elegant solutions to solving this problem. Now, when you get down into the Underdark, you make your way over to the colony here. When you get to right about here on the map, you're going to find a woman who tells you her husband has gone missing or he's just lost and hasn't come home. And if you'll allow her, she will task you with tracking him down. Once you have the journal entry to track him down, if you make your way over to where you see us out of the map right now, you will find him standing in a field of these bibberbangs. Once you get close enough to him, you'll interact with him and have a bit of a conversation, and he'll tell you that he is desperately trying to retrieve his backpack. All right, let's talk solutions. So, solution number one, I only mention this for the sake of completeness, so somebody doesn't blow me up in the comments for this. I think this is unrealistic, but I mention it anyways. If you first come down here, when you interact with Baelen for the very first time, if you have a scroll of Misty Step, this spell right here, not the spell itself, but an actual scroll in your inventory, there will be a conversation option to simply give him the scroll of Misty Step, and he will be able to get himself out of the predicament he finds himself in right now. However, if this is your first playthrough, the likelihood that you would have anticipated that and carried one down here with you is pretty slim. So let's talk about some more realistic approaches to this that you could use if you weren't aware of this encounter before you got here. A really cool one, anybody that has Mage Hand, the cantrip, if you can find them, put them in your party, and bring them back to this point, you can have them cast Mage Hand. And the cool thing about Mage Hand is, well, there are many cool things about Mage Hand, but in this case, the cool thing is it doesn't trigger the Bibberbangs. So you could bring it over to the backpack, which you find right here, and if you put it in front of the backpack and tell it to throw the backpack, you can have it throw the backpack to you. This is just awesome. So once you throw the backpack to yourself, you don't want to throw it to Baelen because Baelen will just take it and go, and because you like loot, and so do I, we're going to loot the backpack first. So take everything out of the backpack. All right, once you have everything out of the backpack, go into your inventory and split this stack of Misty Step scrolls, okay? And then take one of them and throw it to Baelen. Throw it at his feet as close as you can get it to him without like winging him in the head with it. And Baelen will get excited. He'll see the scroll, he'll pick it up, and he will port himself out of this Bibberbang cluster. And poof, there is Baelen. Now, a couple things to mention before we move on to solution number 3, in case you don't have Mage Hand. You can throw the backpack over to him. Instead of looting everything out of it, you can just leave a scroll in there and throw the backpack over to him. The problem I've had with the backpack is the backpack takes damage. And if right now in the game, the way it works, it may not work this way in the future, but right now for me, if I throw the backpack to him and the backpack gets destroyed with a scroll of Misty Step in it, even if it lands right at his feet, he doesn't seem to care. So the best solution, in my opinion, is to just split the stack in your inventory and toss him a scroll versus throwing the backpack to him and praying that it doesn't break. All right, solution number 3. Find somebody that has the highest amount of strength in your party and have your wizard cast the Enhance Leap spell on them. If you do that, it will triple their jumping distance. So we'll do this on our warrior here. And he will be able to jump all the way over here and grab the backpack. There we go. And we can loot everything out of it. We'll split this. We'll grab one of these, and then we will just toss the backpack over to Baelen. Baelen will get himself out, and we'll get ourselves out. And everybody will be safe. Wait a second here. Baelen will port out, and there we go. So Baelen gets himself out. But again, you're saying, yeah, MC, but this is all dependent on me having spells. I don't have spells. I got one other solution for you that'll work. You don't need any spells for this one. All right, the final solution is when you're out in the Underdark here, there are vendors right here and right over here. One of them is some researcher who studies mushrooms, and then there's the woman who gave you this quest to begin with to save her husband who sells the mushrooms. One of them, I think it's the woman, will sell you a ring that is called the Ring of Jumping. I would, regardless of this quest, I would buy it just for the utility of having this available when you need it. But what you want to do is just go buy the ring. It's not that expensive. I think it was like 100 gold or something. It wasn't that bad. Equip it on whoever has the highest strength, and they will have the jump spell just like Enhanced Leap was from the last solution, and you'll be able to move them down in here, hopefully not get them blown up, have them cast it on themselves, and then they can make the jump over here to the backpack and do the exact same thing that we just did with the Enhanced Leap spell. So any of those solutions will allow you to get Baelen out of here without anybody dying, and hopefully one of them will work for you in your own game. So that's going to wrap us up for this one. Hopefully you got something useful out of the video. If you did, I sure would appreciate a like on the video or a sub on the channel. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.